What's up, guys? Team Paulson's back. So, Wednesday, what we are going to do, 3 minutes worth. You're going to do leg only machine if you're in the gym. So either a bike erg, you're going to row with only your legs, or you're going to do a leg only assault bike as your warm up. If you're at home, you're going to do a 3-minute AMRAP of 10 step ups and 10 half air squats. The point being to really kind of keep moving quickly and get the juices flowing. So again, for the step ups, just a normal height box would be ideal. Just a normal step up, all the way up, full extension, back down, 10 reps, and then 10 half air squats on purpose. So literally just here, nice, quick, shorter range of motion, just kind of overloading the legs a little bit to get ourselves going. Then, 3 times through, you're going to do 10 banded side steps if you're at the gym, or you're going to do 5 fire hydrants on each side if you're at home. So maintaining a flat back, bringing that knee up out to the side, engaging the glute. Then you're going to do 10 banded knee raises or SLR, straight leg raises. So banded knee raises, the band's going to be around the knees still, and we're just going to do a little march in place. So we're going to bring the knee up, and you're really going to feel this in your hip flexors and the outer parts of your hips. So 10 reps total. And then you're going to do straight leg raises if you're at home. So imagine me sitting on the ground. I'm going to do my straight leg pulses. Again, hands further back being a little easier, further forward being a little harder. And then our last movement is 10 banded, 10 banded squat pulses. So the band's still around the knees. You're going to find a full depth squat below parallel. And then I'm going to go knees in and out, pulsing into that band. If you don't have a band, just do normal squat pulses, just like I just did right there. 3 times through of all that. Now, once we're done there, strength work for the day is 3 times per side. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 sets of a 20-second single leg balance. So that's literally just going to be balancing. To make it harder, you can close your eyes. This makes it immediately harder because we're taking away one of your senses. You can also add some weight, and you can hold maybe like a light object overhead or something like that, or maybe out in front of you to try and make things a little bit more difficult. So 20-second single leg balance on each side, 3 times through. Then we've got 3 sets of 5 single leg vertical jumps. So for that, I'm going to be on one leg. I'm going to hinge down into a hang position as if I were in a hang position with a barbell, and then I'm going to jump as high as I can off that one leg. 5 times on one leg, 5 times on the other leg. And then lastly, 10 alternating pistols. 3 sets per leg. So what we've got for the pistols, scaling options is you can do them to a target. So I can find an object like a box, and I could sit down, tap, and stand. Make sure that you're doing those with a good range of motion, so find a box height that is challenging for you. You could also do them with a little assistance. So I could grab onto an object. And I could use it for some assistance as I go through my range of motion. So that's another way that you can modify the pistol if you're almost there. Now, after that, we've got our conditioning. So it's our quarantine day, or if you're in the gym, you're just going to go one-to-one rest. So I would recommend bringing your own iPhone to make things easier to kind of keep track of your rest times. So it's 5 rounds. You're going to do 10 burpees, just normal burpees. Chest to deck, full jump at the top, followed by 10 front squats, followed by 10 box jumps. After that, you get 1-to-1 work to rest. So however long it takes you to finish a round, you're going to rest the same amount of time, and then you are going to start your other round. What you can also do, if you are in class, you're more than welcome, like, pick up with the person next to you. So, have the person who's a 1 quadrant over, be like, hey, you want to go 1-for-1? If they're doing the workout too, you can do your round. When you finish your final box jump, they will start their round, and you guys will go back and forth, and you'll each do 5 rounds. So it's 5 rounds per person if you're doing it with a friend. Otherwise, it's just 5 rounds total. Now, a couple things to keep in mind here. Again, stimulus with these are fast. So we're looking at, under 2-minute intervals for sure. So keeping things relatively quick. But for the front squats today, I want you to challenge yourself, and I want you to go as heavy as you think you can while going unbroken. So that's up to you. So again, I want you to be able to go 10 reps unbroken every single set, no questions asked. Whatever weight you think you can do that at, I'm gonna leave it up to you. So again, challenge yourself with the weight. Just make sure that you get 10 full depth front squats unbroken every single time. And then again, keep in mind that I finished with 10 box jumps. And they are going to be devilishly difficult after you finish 10 burpees and 10 front squats. Heart rate's gonna be up, legs are gonna be fatigued, you're not gonna be jumping very high, so please, please, please make sure that you get set before every single rep and you get yourself ready to jump, and you only jump when your legs are ready. So box jumps, relatively straightforward as far as movement standards, and if you're doing those at home, you can just go ahead, do a jump to whatever object you have, so jumps to a chair, to a bench, to a rock, whatever you've got. And then for the front squats at home, you're gonna have a dumbbell or a kettlebell in the goblet position. So I'm just gonna do my front squats here. If you feel the need to have some more weight, feel free to toss on a backpack for the front squats if your kettlebell or your dumbbell is not quite challenging enough. Or maybe hold your wall ball in addition to your dumbbell or kettlebell. So hold your kettlebell or dumbbell on one side and then hold your wall ball on the other arm. It'll make it a little bit more odd, a little more uncomfortable, which will also be a way to make it more challenging. So a couple ways that you can make that a little bit harder if you're doing the workout at home. Now, for the front squats, only thing you guys want to keep in mind, lazy hands. So again, when you're doing the front squats, your hands should not be doing anything. So the fingers are relaxed, the hands are relaxed, all that pressure is across my shoulders. And it should remain there throughout the entirety of the squat. Meaning, when you get to the bottom, you shouldn't feel the weight transfer into your hands or into your elbows. It should remain on the clavicles. And the way that we do that is shooting our elbows across the room the entire time through the front squat. When we're all done there, we've got some core work. So we got three sets. You are going to do a 40-second plank. You can do that from your elbows or from your hands. It's up to you. Followed by 30 crunches, 20 Russian twists, and then 10 V-ups. So for the plank, again, we're just looking for active shoulders, feet together, butt squeeze, creating a nice straight line from shoulder all the way down to the legs. When I'm done there, I've got 30 crunches. So for the crunch, we're gonna go with the nice old bodybuilder crunch. So knees are up, and I'm just going to sit, touch here. So I'm just gonna touch my elbows to my thighs. Key thing, don't pull on your neck. So don't do the crunch like this. Don't pull your head up. Just have your hands gently resting on your head and then sit up and touch. After that, 30 reps, you're gonna go 20 Russian twists per side. So sitting up, feet off the ground, touching the elbows down to the ground, rotating the chest from side to side with every rep, followed by finally, under serious fatigue, 10 V-ups. And you can always scale that to a dead bug. So I can scale it to here if I don't have V-ups. When you're done that little core chipper, you're gonna rest for 1 minute and you're gonna hit it 2 more times. So 3 times total. Now, last thing we got for the day, so we have a half-seated frog and we have an elevated pigeon. So for the elevated pigeon pose, that's gonna be up on a countertop, a high chair, box, something like that. I'm gonna bring my shin perpendicular, and then I'm gonna reach forward to stretch out my glute a little bit. And if I need to stretch it out more, I can bend this knee and allow that glute and that hip to sink down a little bit. So that's another way to intensify the stretch. Now, that is an external rotation stretch for our hip. The other stretch, the half-seated frog, is an internal rotation stretch for our hip, which is a range of motion we don't often use much in CrossFit. We use it a lot in life. So, how we get there? One leg out straight, other foot. Take it back behind you, and we're gonna create 90 degrees at our hips. Ooh, foot cramp. Okay, there you go. So first thing, I would recommend sitting on a pillow for this because this stretch is gonna be very intense in this hip joint right here. Our goal is to target this leg that is bent. So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna create 90 degrees here. We're gonna tuck the foot so that the shoelaces are facing down to the ground. And then from here, I'm gonna lean between my legs to intensify the stretch here, and it should feel like this hip is rotating this way. So it's rotating here. That's internally rotating the hip, and we're trying to get a nice little stretch for that hip joint. So 90 seconds on each side. that is all for today, for Wednesday. Enjoy. As always, tag us, Palace.Fitness, Forged by Zeus. We will see you guys back tomorrow.